Hi, this is Sonia with Artsy Solutions, and welcome to hashtag Essence of Time. And this is days 69, 70, and 71. And this challenge is hosted by Vera of Spilled Coffee Crafts, and it's basically a 100-day project where you have 10 minutes to create something. So the last session we did, we finished up our little layout, this one right here, and I ended up skipping a page by accident. So I'm going to come back to this again, and what I've decided I was going to do, because I'd forgotten, there are several things that I forgot that I was going to try to use in here. Eventually, I'm going to use this eventually, just maybe not today, because it doesn't really match with this right here. But I've decided that I'm going to use my this little thing that I had made on the early on in the beginning sessions, and this is going to fit this little journal that Vera made me, and it fits perfectly in this pocket. And I have gone through, and she's got quite a few wait a minute, in here she's got quite a few like coffee themed things in here, little images and stuff. Is that not cool or what? I'm definitely going to be using some of these. This is like super cool. And then we have other little things. Also, I'm going to probably using some fabric and different things like that. So let me, I'm going to be painting the, I guess I have to paint. You know what? I'm going to switch things up a little bit. I am going to do 3 sessions, but the first session is going to be sped up because I want to go ahead and paint that background. But I'm speeding it up so you don't have to sit there and wait for me to paint it and dry it and all that good little stuff. And then I'm also going to be using some other Happy Mail that I've received from different people. Adalia from like years ago, she sent me some stuff that I haven't used everything of, so I'm going to be using some of her Happy Mail and stuff. So I'm rummaging through, and I'm looking at different Happy Mail from over the years, and I'm just kind of combining them together. So we're going to see what we have going on. All right, so let me go ahead and put that back over there. I'm gonna go ahead and set the timer for 10 minutes, and that's going to be a fast forwarded version. And then the next 10 minutes, the last 10 minutes I'll talk. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. Okay, so now we're going to start on our last final 10 minutes. Alright, so I think I'm probably going to add like maybe a butterfly or something, and let's see. I'm going to probably put this down through here. And I'm starting to think that maybe, well, at least that's still loose. Maybe I need to put this up here somewhere. I think I will. And then just leave this as is. That's what I'm going to do. Final answer. And I'm just going to glue this whole thing down. Only because it's already been stitched. And I want to make sure that it's secure on here. I considered making another pocket back there, but I don't need to because it's already a pocket. And I just want to make sure that it's just going to stay on here. And I like how the colors are already, you already have your beige up against the black, so it really doesn't need anything else. You know, I could take this out and maybe add this over here. And yeah, I think I will. And then that way this will fit nicely right there or right here. I think I'll put it right here. And I'm going to add this up here along with some more scraps. I'm not going to put too much because I don't want to take too much away from the look. Let's see, is this transparent or is this? Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and glue that on there like that because I like that blue. And I'm probably going to stitch this right here and perhaps add one of these wax seals. I've gotten some from, I think these particular wax seals are, I forgot who I got this from. I don't think I got it from Cheryl or the Whole Bucket. I think I got it from, oh, who was it? It was from a live she did, and I forgot. I had won something and that came along with it. Anyway, so I'm going to stitch this and glue it on. So let's just move this out the way. And I think I will stitch, let's see, going around the card. Hopefully it won't get stuck because this glue is still kind of wet. And I'm going to stitch down through here, and then I'm going to add this back on here after I've stitched part of it. Okay, and then I'm just going to add this over top. And I think I'll have it on this side. Let me add a little bit of black archival ink around the edge. And then, so we just only have about 4 more minutes, a little over 5 minutes, I guess is what we have left. So I might get this done a little bit earlier. So let's just glue this on here. And I'm going to put some of this string up underneath here. And then we're going to glue on our wax seal. And I think this one looks pretty good because it's got some of all those colors in here. I like that. I'm just going to put it like over in here. That way some of the black thread shows, the pink and all that shows as well. Alright, so let's get our book back out. I had to stop earlier because I heard something. I don't know what it was. I thought someone was outside, but they weren't. So, okay. And I'm not going to make this into a tuck spot, so I'm just going to glue this completely down. And let me make sure that that's straight. I got that. I kind of like that. Let me make sure I'm in frame. And then I'm just gonna make like a little small cluster up through here. Oh, I was supposed to add one of these, yes, because it's got this coffee on there. Oh, I think that'll work over here. Or should I use that on another page? Or only just use a portion of it? Maybe I'll just use a portion of it. And slide this. I'll just put this right here. And maybe put this up here. And this coming down. I'm just going to take a portion of it off. I really like that. And then find something white to go up under here. And then we'll have us, yeah, we'll just use some of this braille paper. Alright, so I'm going to glue that on there. And I'm going to glue this to the pink. I'm going to glue this to this. And then I guess I could add just a little old piece of let's see what this will look like. I don't know what I did with this fabric. Here it is. I'm just going to add this little tiny piece of that on there. And then that's going to be it. I can find my scissors. I'm just going to go ahead and get ready to glue all this on. So this is going to go here. This is going to go up underneath it. And that's pretty much it. and that's not too bad. So that's our 3-day segment. Sorry it took me so long. It's just I've been working a lot of overtime, and then by the time I get home, I have to pre-record stuff, and then that way when it airs, I'm already working, but then when I get off from work, I have to pre-record again in order to have enough for the next several days. And I'm really going to have to do that coming up because it's my long week to work. I'll work Thursday, Friday, Saturday, off Sunday, work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I'm really trying to get this done. All right. So let's just see what we have. We have our black paint. We have our, we call it modeling paste stencil work. A little bit of stitching. And then I just layered some of this different stuff on here. Happy Meal. And then this was also the Happy Meal. So, and then I was able to find I think this is the perfect spot for Vera's journal. So, and then we've got our contents in here that we're going to be adding. I get to I'm just going to probably decorate this using some of these that she found in here, or I don't know, we'll see. But I love that it fits perfectly right here, and I needed to use that anyway. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos, blog, and social media sites. And as always, I thank you guys so much for watching.